Hello, this clip is being used for educational purposes. Religious freedom being lost, will you stand? A challenge to pastors, the example of Dietrich Bonhoeffer.
I studied Bonhoeffer in college, and one of the most important books I ever read was the book, The Cost of Discipleship, that Bonhoeffer wrote.
The reason religious liberty is so important is that it's one of those things that's sort of not reversible if you get it wrong. So this is one of those things. The portcullis is coming down. It's not as though we can get to this when we get to it. And I think that that's exactly the urgency in the Bonhoeffer story. He knows that it's possible to wake up the German church, and he does everything he can, but they don't wake up. Bonhoeffer saw that they had lost. The church was unwilling to take a stand. And at some point, the battle was over. In Germany in the 30s, you had the different sides, different parts of the church, unwilling to link arms in a sense. And in retrospect, you think, oh my goodness, imagine not linking arms against Adolf Hitler. Here you have such a clear enemy of the church. Now, many of them were ignorant. They did not understand what an enemy he was of the church. But Bonhoeffer was trying to wake them up and say that, listen, we are all united in this. We all need to link arms and fight as one and hold this line, or Germany and the German church will die. Here's a picture of religious liberty under siege. And Bonhoeffer, for whatever reason, sort of like a prophet, was the only one to really see this with clarity.
If he'd simply renounced his faith, or just softened it, just went along, he could have spared his life. But not only did he fail to go along, but he openly resisted and rebuked, and it cost him his life.
And, the parallel today is simply that you have a government, a state, which is getting larger and larger and more powerful, and is beginning to push against the church. There's a window of opportunity where we can fight. If we don't wake up and fight before then, we won't be able to fight. That's just what happened in Germany, and that's the urgency we have in America now. And people think that's incendiary or I'm being hyperbolic. I'm sorry. I wish I were. I'm not.
Pastors, that should give us something to think about. This clip can be seen in its full context online for free at a 2-hour broadcast called iStandSunday.com. I also commend to you the movie OneGenerationAwayMovie.com, of which this clip is a part.